Hello and welcome everyone. Today our topic is basically film semiotics. Well, it's a very interesting topic because semiotic is basically the study of signs and symbol. And when these studies are being categorized and utilized in the film, we call them the film semiotics. There are many semiotic theorists like Roland Barthes and Ferdinand de Saussure, Charles Peirce. They have given different ideas and aspects for the films. So, when we say that film semiotic, it means that the signs and symbols which are being used in the film, they are basically used metaphorically, because this is how you actually create a sign and an understanding of a character or a scene. We are going to be looking at with the help of example, of course, but first there are two steps which we need to understand in film semiotics. The first one is the denotation and the second one is the connotation. Well, I like you to make you understand that what is basically denotation in a simple words. Denotation is basically the physical appearance of anything, and if you see this picture, well, there is a person standing, just the physical appearance of this character. He is a male, there is a girl standing behind him, she is wearing black color, there is a gun, there is staircase, the person is in a hurry, he is holding a gun with a silencer as well. This is the physical representation and the denotation. One thing is very much important, that you need to make your denotation quite strong, because the other thing which we are going to be studying is the connotation, and connotation is basically what? The meaning of that physical appearance. So, if we take the example of this picture like Casino Royale, and if we try to decipher this thing, that what are the meanings in this scenario? Well, if the person is walking in a hurry, maybe he is in some sort of a mission, he wanted to reach a place. If we look at the personality of this character, he is holding a gun. Now, gun represent different things. Also, he is having a silencer on that gun. Maybe he can be a hitman, maybe he can be an agent. So, every person connotates differently, but the responsibility of an art director is to create the essence and a sense of a character that resembles the story. So, the connotation is basically the meaning of that physical appearance, that is the denotation, and if your denotation is strong, then automatically your connotation will be evident. Now, let us take an example of this ad. This is a still. If I tell you that the denotation is that there is a person sitting in a tuxedo, there are two women surrounding him, he is in a helicopter. Now, see, this is a main prop which we see over here. So, if we break down denotatively this scene, we have just did that physical appearance of anything. Now, if we look in the connotation of this ad, the connotation is actually the meaning of the physical appearance. Now, the message is being given over here that if you wear this perfume, you will be like an attractive person, like just like this guy who is having two mistresses. So, there is a luxury being given to us in this ad. The next thing is this picture. Well, the physical appearance, the denotation of this is like the pyramid is there and there is an eye, but there is a meaning, the metaphor, and the meaning is that few people can say that he is a devil worshipper, or it's Illuminati and all these things. So, if this sign is being highlighted in the room of a person, you can create an analogy that this person is having some sort of dark side. So, the denotation and the connotation are directly linked with each other. Now, the next picture is this. If we talk about the denotation of this picture, well, there is a child having an army cut, he is standing in the field, he is holding a machine gun which is quite heavy, he cannot hold it properly. This is what the denotation of this picture. Okay. Now the connotation. Well, the connotation is simple. You can see that by his look, he is not an ordinary kid. By his appearance, he is a child, maybe teenager, holding the rifle. The visual representation of the director or the presenter is this, that he is some sort of a rebellious sort of a kid. Why? Because he is hiding himself in the jungle, holding a machine gun which is quite heavy, and normal army personnel don't do that. So the connotation should be matching the idea which is being represented. You can see that in this picture that there is a teaser. The denotation is, there is a sticky note, on that there are two words being imposed, and there is a game of an hangman. So sticky note give us the idea that someone is actually having issues in remembering things, because this is actually the meaning of sticky note, is to remember yourself something, and there are two words being written in the end, ER. Now they can be numerous words, but for the audience they have given us a tease that it is your job to understand this teaser and to complete the word. It can be a murder, MURDER, or a killer, but this is basically the connotation of yours. So semiotic is a very wide field, an interesting one. I hope you got a bit of a lesson that what are basically the denotation and a connotation and what are its meaning. Once we are going to be implementing it in other lectures, you will get more clarity. So see you in the next lecture.